Well, we can talk now to Rob McKenzie, who's Executive Director of the Road Haulage Association. Thank you very much for joining us. I know that you've been saying lorry drivers may have to get used to queuing for hours at Dover on busy days. What is the situation currently so far this year?
Well, it's been a tough start to the year for everyone hauling freight across the Dover-Calais short straights, Joe, and I think we're now seeing a kind of new normal. That we had teething troubles to start, caused by all the new red tape, the new bureaucracy. Also, a couple of ferries were out of action, and we had some roadworks at Dover, caused delays. And now we're seeing things settle down. People are making fewer mistakes on the paperwork, but it's complex, and that will still happen. And those delays will continue. It's a bit like being in a supermarket queue, and the person in front of you suddenly pulls out all their coupons, money off coupons, and the checkout person has to go through them all, and that creates a delay, and then the queue builds up behind you on the checkout. The problem is, with Dover, in a supermarket, you just simply open more tills. But in Dover, it's a very small place to navigate around, and there simply isn't a way of opening up more tills, as it were.
And we were hearing from Chris Morris that overall trade is down. So this is happening at a time when it's not even the same level of trading going on. How does that factor into the situation for hauliers?
Yeah, that's another important thing. And we know that, as Chris was saying, in July, there are going to be plant and animal checks, SPS checks, which will create further friction, 4,000 of those every day. And then in September, the biometric passport checks. Added to, as Chris Morris was saying, all the extra traffic with people going on holiday and so forth, it does mean that things will be tough. I think it's important to say that the long queues that we've seen at Dover are the new normal, but it doesn't necessarily mean to say that every day will be bad. At peak times, we'll probably be looking at 3 or 4 hour delays, but that won't be the picture every day. And I think what we need to try and work out is how we can best manage that going forward. And it's been very tough for small businesses, this whole transition period that we're now in.
So what would make things better?
Well, the simplest, easiest thing, I suppose, would be around the SPS checks, the food checks. If we could have a veterinary agreement between the EU and the UK over basically getting rid of these SPS checks, because we've got very high standards of food in both Europe and the UK, and I think we could and should trust each other on that. That would make a difference. And I think that would be one thing that would be important. And also we need to have a lighter touch on these border controls, in the sense of it's a bit going back to the checkout person. If you could deal with it quickly and get the people through, then you could deal with the queue. So light touch, I think, at the borders would be helpful.
Rod McKenzie, thank you very much.